Do you ever feel like you are living the same day over and over again? You wake up, go through the motions of your routine, and then fall into bed, only to repeat the cycle tomorrow. It's a common feeling, this sense of being on autopilot, as if you are a passenger in your own life rather than the one steering the ship. The days blend into weeks, and the weeks into months, and suddenly you look up and wonder how you got here. This isn't a sign of failure, it's a signal from within, a quiet whisper asking if this is truly the life you want to be living. It's a nudge to pause and take a look around. This feeling of being stuck often creeps in so slowly that we barely notice it. Perhaps a job that once felt exciting now feels like a chore, or friendships that used to bring joy now feel draining. We might notice that our health habits have slipped, or that our creative hobbies have been gathering dust on a shelf for years. We get so caught up in the doing of life, the meetings, the errands, the endless to-do lists, that we forget to check in with ourselves and ask the simple but profound question, am I happy? This isn't about blaming ourselves for drifting. It's about recognizing that we have the power to change course at any moment. Life is busy, and it's easy to lose track of our own needs and desires amidst the noise of daily obligations. We tell ourselves we'll focus on our well-being later when things calm down, but later often never comes. This is what I call the autopilot trap. We continue along a path simply because it's familiar, even if it's no longer leading us to a place of fulfillment. The good news is that recognizing you're in this trap is the first and most crucial step toward getting out of it. It's an invitation to stop, breathe, and intentionally reconnect with your own inner compass. The desire for a fresh start is a universal human experience. It's the reason we make New Year's resolutions or feel a surge of motivation with the changing seasons. It's a call for renewal, a chance to shed what no longer serves us and make space for what does. Feeling lost is not a dead end, it is a starting point. It's an opportunity to reevaluate, to dream again, and to consciously design a life that feels more authentic, more joyful, and more aligned with the person you are today. This process of honest evaluation is what we can call a life audit, or a spring cleaning for your soul. Your personal GPS for happiness. So, what exactly is a life audit? Think of it as a gentle, honest conversation with yourself about your life. It's not about judgment or criticism, it's about curiosity and self-awareness. A life audit is a structured process of self-reflection where you take stock of the different areas of your life to see what's working well, what isn't, and what you'd like to change. It's like a personal inventory, a chance to step back from the day-to-day rush and look at the bigger picture. The purpose is simple, to gain clarity so you can make intentional choices that lead to a happier, more fulfilling existence. The primary benefit of a life audit is the incredible clarity it provides. When you are feeling overwhelmed or stuck, it's often because everything feels like a tangled mess. A life audit helps you untangle those threads. It shows you exactly where your energy is going and whether that aligns with your true values and goals. This clarity naturally leads to a renewed sense of direction. Instead of drifting aimlessly, you can start setting meaningful goals based on what you truly want, not what you think you should want. It puts you back in the driver's seat of your life. Another powerful benefit is accountability. It's one thing to vaguely know you want to be healthier or have better relationships, but it's another to write it down and look at it squarely. A life audit makes your desires concrete. It creates a personal roadmap that you can hold yourself accountable to, not in a harsh or punishing way, but in a supportive and empowering one. It's a promise you make to yourself. This process can also bring about significant emotional healing, as you give yourself permission to let go of past disappointments and embrace a future filled with possibility. You can do a life audit anytime you feel the need for a reset. Some people find it helpful to do one annually, perhaps around their birthday or the new year. Others turn to it during major life transitions, like after a job change, a move, or the end of a relationship. It's also incredibly useful whenever you feel that persistent, nagging sense of dissatisfaction or stagnation. There is no perfect time. The best time is simply when you feel called to do it. It's your personal tool for growth, ready whenever you need to check your inner GPS and make sure you're headed in the right direction. To make a life audit manageable, it helps to break your life down into distinct categories. This prevents overwhelm and allows you to focus your reflection. A great place to start is with your health and wellness. This is the foundation upon which everything else is built. Ask yourself gentle questions. How is my energy level on a typical day? Am I moving my body in ways that feel good? Am I getting enough restful sleep? What are my eating habits like, and how do they make me feel? The goal isn't to judge your answers, but to simply observe them with kindness and curiosity, noticing what supports your vitality. Next, turn your attention to your career and work. For many of us, work takes up a significant portion of our time and energy, so it's crucial that it feels meaningful. Consider these questions. Does my work align with my values? Am I learning and growing in my role? Do I feel respected and valued by my colleagues? Does my job provide the right balance with the rest of my life? This isn't just about your current job, it's about your overall professional journey and whether it's on a path that excites you and uses your unique talents. Then, let's look at finances and money. Our relationship with money can have a huge impact on our sense of security and freedom. Reflect on your financial health without shame or blame. Ask, do I have a clear understanding of my financial situation? Do my spending habits reflect my priorities? Am I saving for the future in a way that feels comfortable? Do I feel in control of my money, or does it control me? Getting honest about your finances is a powerful step toward reducing stress and creating more choices for yourself in the long run. Finally, consider your relationships and social life, a cornerstone of human happiness. This includes your partner, family, friends, and community. Think about the people in your life. Ask, who lifts me up and makes me feel good? Are my most important relationships getting the time and attention they deserve? Am I setting healthy boundaries where needed? Do I feel connected to a community? Nurturing positive relationships is one of the most reliable ways to boost your overall well-being and sense of belonging in the world. Evaluating these key areas gives you a holistic view of your life. Now that you understand the what and the why, let's talk about the how. The first step is to set aside dedicated time. This isn't something to rush through while you're multitasking. Find a quiet hour or two where you won't be interrupted. Make a cup of tea, light a candle, or put on some calming music. Treat this as a special appointment with yourself because it really is. You'll need a notebook and a pen or a digital document if you prefer. Honestly, the physical act of writing is often more powerful for reflection, so I highly recommend going analog if you can. The second step is to rate each life area. Go through the key categories we discussed: health, career, finances, relationships, and you can add others like creativity, personal growth, fun and recreation, and physical environment. For each area, give yourself a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 means very dissatisfied and 10 means very satisfied. Be honest but kind. This isn't a test you can fail. The numbers are simply data points to help you see where your life feels balanced and where it needs more attention. It gives you a quick visual snapshot of your current reality. Step 3 is to dig deeper with journaling. For each area, especially those with lower scores, spend some time writing freely about why you gave it that rating. What's going well? What's not? What would a 10 look like in this area of your life? Don't censor yourself. Just let the thoughts flow onto the page. This is where the real insights happen. You might uncover hidden desires, frustrations you weren't fully aware of, or patterns you hadn't noticed before. This part of the process helps you move from a simple rating to a deeper understanding of your own feelings. The final step is to identify small, actionable steps. Looking at your notes, what is one small thing you could do in the next week to improve one of your lower scoring areas? The key here is small. Overwhelming yourself with huge goals will only lead to inaction. If your health score was low, maybe the first step is to simply go for a 15-minute walk 3 times this week. If finances are a concern, maybe the first step is to track your spending for 1 week. These small wins build momentum and confidence, proving to yourself that change is possible. Completing a life audit is a profound act of self-care and courage. It takes bravery to look at your life with such honesty, to acknowledge the parts that aren't working without falling into despair. Remember to approach this entire process with a spirit of gentle curiosity, not harsh judgment. You are not the same person you were 5 years ago, or even 1 year ago. Your needs, desires, and priorities have evolved, and it's perfectly normal for your life to need adjustments along the way. Your life is a story, and you are the author. You get to decide what the next chapter looks like. As you move forward, be sure to celebrate your small wins. Did you take that 15-minute walk? Acknowledge it. Did you have that difficult but necessary conversation? Give yourself credit. Progress is not a giant leap. It is a series of small, consistent steps taken over time. Sharing your intentions with a trusted friend or family member can also be incredibly helpful. Having someone to cheer you on and hold you accountable can make all the difference. You don't have to do this alone. Building a support system is a key part of creating a life you love. A life audit isn't a one-time fix. It's a practice. It's a tool you can return to whenever you feel yourself slipping back into autopilot. Think of it as a regular check-in with your most important client, yourself. By regularly pausing to reflect, you ensure that you are living proactively rather than reactively. You are making conscious choices that align with your deepest values, leading you toward a life that feels authentic and joyful. This practice empowers you to stop waiting for circumstances to change and to start creating the changes you wish to see. So I invite you to begin. Take that first step. Carve out some time, grab a notebook, and start the conversation with yourself. You hold the pen, and the pages are blank. This is your life, your story, your adventure. By choosing to honestly evaluate where you are taking control of the narrative. You are declaring that your happiness matters, that your dreams are valid, and that you are ready to live a life that is not just lived, but consciously and beautifully designed by you, for you. The journey to a happier you starts today.